I was getting ready for the trip of a lifetime, and it has been such a long time coming. Now, I travel a lot, well, kind of a lot, I guess. And normally, if I can, I'm gonna try and bring my full camera setup. My action cameras, all the chargers, memory chips, batteries, battery chargers. And that's when it hit me. What if I only brought my iPhone? I left my cameras at home and I boarded a flight to Scotland. It was day one and it was time to test it in some, kind of real world conditions. Now, I don't know if you've ever been to Scotland, but I can tell you now from first-hand experience, Scotland is insanely photogenic. Especially Edinburgh, which, by the way, if you don't know how to pronounce Edinburgh, it's pronounced Edinburgh. Almost immediately, I kind of ran into my first problem. Pretty much rained on and off the entire time we were there. And thinking about it a little bit more, I actually had a pretty good setup. If it's raining, I am not going to be outside with my Sony a7S III, but an iPhone, it's pretty good. Okay, low light, a little bit of a struggle, but not the end of the world. What about the action shots? Now, being on the move, stabilization, of course, is going to be important. Now, I thought the stabilization came out pretty well, but it's not like I'm running around narrow alleyways here or going down cobblestone steps like this crazy dude.
Wow!
So at this point in the trip, I had enough footage already. I could kind of tell the footage was looking like iPhone footage. It was it was just about what I expected. Definitely not what I would consider a professional level yet. If you want to see this gun fired in person, they do it on the daily, well, almost daily. I don't think they do it on Sundays. Checking out the city, Edinburgh, is pretty amazing, but what I really wanted to see is the Scottish Highlands. Now, as I mentioned before, this is a trip I've been dying to go on for pretty much my entire life. It's a location for some of my favorite movies, so you're gonna notice there's gonna be a couple movie clips sprinkled in here just to show you what the location might be famous for. And I used a few professional drone shots because it added so much to the sequences. I think when I use my iPhone, it's gonna be pretty obvious.
Are you scared, Connor? No, Cousin Dougal, I'm not. Don't talk nonsense, man!
The Edinburgh Castle was a great stop. The outside has been featured in a ton of movies, including James Bond and, of course, Highlander. The inside was updated, but it was kind of funny. It felt more to me like an outdated 80s home than an actual castle. Well, it turns out that nature doesn't really care if you're out here trying to film a YouTube video. But once again, I had the right camera. Now, I don't think any camera is going to capture the true awesomeness and beauty in the Highlands, but what I did is I switched to the ultra wide lens on my camera. I shot at 60 frames per second to try to get good slow motion, cinematic type of shots. And by the way, if you ever get a chance to go to Scotland and you want to check out the Highlands, make sure to check out the Isle of Skye. We stayed there for 3 days on this trip, and it was probably one of the most amazing parts of the trip. The Fairy Glen and Castle Ewan was epic. It was at this moment my overconfidence in my new tactical boots did me in. This is right before my fall. This is right after my slip and fall, directly into the mud. I was even able to catch some of these Scottish iconic animals up close, and the ones we found were super friendly, and they come in different colors, which I did not know. And I forgot to mention one thing, zoom on the iPhone, it still kind of sucks. Not the end of the world, but a difference maker with a full true scale setup. Now, what trip to Scotland could possibly be complete without a stop to Fort Augustus and Loch Ness? I searched the waterline for over an hour with no success, but these ducks here, they might have been onto something. Uh-oh. Just got him spooked. Movie clip, of course. Acquiring landscape and mountains, I mean, just an amazing, awesome sight to take in person. Unbelievably windy as well. So far, the iPhone was handling things probably a little bit better than I had expected. It's time to put in the ultimate test, cinematic travel B-roll. Now, I think it's pretty safe to say if you're a professional, if you're looking to make an amazing high quality YouTube video, I don't think you're gonna be able to use your iPhone or your smartphone in any capacity. But if you were like me and you were there and you wanted to make sure you were 110% present in the location of wherever it might be you're gonna be at, I think just using your iPhone is a perfect option.